was that?
On the surface, Karma the Dark World appears to be nothing more than an interesting horror title, but quickly becomes a must-play tale that subverted my expectations almost as much as it scared the pants off me. Waking up in a hospital room with no memories, a scar-covered body, and tubes sticking out of you? A classic Sunday morning hangover, or something a little more sinister? This is Karma the Dark World, the first title from Chinese developers Pollard Studio and published by Wide Productions, a new horror game taking full advantage of Unreal Engine 5. What starts out as a classic psychological horror walking sim soon morphs into an entirely different beast. A story where the lives and memories of the people within are inexorably combined to tell a story that left me with as many questions as it did answers. Pollard Studio appear to have taken inspiration from David Lynch, the Remedy universe and film noir, combining it into an Orwellian story that skirts between the best of modern horror titles while portraying a heartbreaking story of a man torn apart by actions out of his control. You play the role of Daniel McGovern, an agent of the Leviathan Corporation's Thought Bureau. He's an agent that upholds the belief that the company's way is the only way, and all who oppose this way of thinking are traitors. As you are sent to locate evidence of a man stealing from the company, you are quickly dragged into his memories and discover that it's not always safe to relive the past, as people's fractured psyche leaves you questioning what is real and what is fake. The main crux of this game is the brain dive interrogation, a method of donning a cyberpunk-esque brain dance device to jump into your suspect's memories to relive their past, with each one revealing a little bit more about how all these people are linked. From a father's fall from grace due to the pressures of a regime that doesn't care, to a love story as beautiful as it is heartbreaking. Each person has a unique mind that will see you facing a variety of puzzles as you try to push through and learn the truth of what is happening in the world. The story itself is not something I'm going to delve too much into within this review without risk of spoiling anything, except to say that what the team have written here is incredibly interesting and clever. By the end, I was totally invested in the story that left me wanting to automatically start the game again just to try and follow along with the knowledge I had gained from my first playthrough. I will say that the game takes clear inspiration from George Orwell's 1984, from the Thought Police to the overreaching company putting servitude above all. However, this is merely a canvas for which the game plays out, and they do a really good job of taking specific elements from their inspirations and moulding it into something truly their own.
As I said, I will echo.
Gameplay-wise, this is very much a walking sim in a horror veneer. There's very little action to speak of, and the majority of your early time with the game will see you solving escape room-esque puzzles with a David Lynch twist. The game doesn't leave much room for exploration, as there's not really anything in the way of side activities. This is a very meticulously crafted on-rails experience, but the experience, in my opinion, is better off for it. There is an early section, clearly inspired by the Black Lodge from Twin Peaks, that will see you looping around the same rooms that become progressively more fractured as you progress. This clever use of environmental storytelling is prevalent throughout Karma, and is a testament to the experience that Pollard have constructed. The game was also genuinely unnerving at times, with clever use of audio and off-screen environmental changes to ramp up the tension in some of the sections. More than once I caught myself jumping at a seemingly innocuous shadow due to the way the game teaches you to mistrust your eyes and ears. The game starts by recommending you wear headphones for your playthrough, and I would urge everyone to play this way for the full experience.
Will you help me?
There were a couple of sections that outstayed their welcome, in particular a moment where you had to use a camera to progress through hidden sections. It left me feeling a little underwhelmed, alongside a flashback that had me looping through the same sequence repeatedly until I completed a badly telegraphed puzzle. However, these were small issues in an otherwise stellar experience. For the completionists out there, the game also includes a variety of collectibles throughout the levels in the form of puzzle boxes. Each one includes a small logic-based puzzle to unlock it, which I found to be an interesting take on the collectible formula. More of this, please, developers. Graphically, this game is phenomenal, taking full advantage of Unreal Engine 5. The level design, lighting, ever-changing environments, and sound design all come together to create a showcase title for the engine that consistently left me taking a moment just to enjoy the design of some of the levels. I was consistently impressed with the way the game levels would change without any apparent loading or buffering. Everything played out seamlessly. The game also takes full advantage of Unreal Engine 5's lighting capabilities, from volumetric lighting casting moonlight through windows to the way that a flickering lamplight could cast shadows across the room. Everything looked gorgeous. Pollard Studio have been quite public about their utilization of many of the unique features that Unreal offers, from lumens and nanite in the graphics and lighting to the high quality motion capture. In each scene, all of these additions shine. I played this game on an RTX 3070 Ultra settings and was consistently left impressed by the quality of what the team have created. I had no issues with performance whatsoever. I was a little concerned coming into the game as I had experienced some screen tear in the recent demo, but there was nothing to fear, except maybe the monsters, as the game ran smoothly throughout. I also tested this game on my OLED Steam Deck, and once again was left impressed by how well the game scaled to the smaller device. A few minor screen tears aside, it ran just as well as my PC counterpart. You also have a few options to cater your experience, with NVIDIA DLSS, AMD FSR3, XeSS, and plenty of other configuration options as well. Accessibility-wise, you have multiple display languages to choose from for your subtitles, alongside English or Chinese voice acting. You can also change the subtitle size from the default setting to large, but otherwise, there's no other options on that front. There's also no option currently to remap any of the controls, so if this is something you need, you may need to wait for a patch in the future for that. To back up the technical achievements, the voice cast do an incredible job as well. Each person really plays into their performance. From Daniel's voice actor conveying confusion and fear, to Shawn Mendes really capturing the feeling of a broken man just worried about his daughter.
Why? Why am I the only one who suffers?
Each performance is performed brilliantly by the actors in question, with no one standing out as a weakling throughout. Daniel in particular, voiced by Jack Ayres, really conveys a man having all his notions of what is right or wrong questioned. In my almost 6 hours with the game, I was almost consistently invested in the story and how each of these characters were interlinked. The gorgeous level design and some genuinely unnerving moments had me jumping a couple more times than I'd like to admit. While some sections midway through may have overstayed their welcome a little bit, by the end I was fully invested in the outcome of this story and am now thoroughly looking forward to what is next from this team. I cannot recommend this game highly enough if you like your horror more on the psychological side. Calm of the Dark World is available now on PC and PS5. If you want to see more reviews like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and as always, happy gaming.